be talking on, another topic entirely. And I think this is something that some of us has also been looking forward to. I'm sharing it via in the group as I read. So I'm going to bring him up now. Someone that, I've gotten to learn from. And I can tell you that the things I've learned from him has transformed my life, transformed my business, transformed my career in a lot of ways. And I'm not even saying this to hype or anything. But if you are able to listen in the same way, we got so much value, I tell you that this is something that will change the game for you, right? So I'll just introduce him so that I don't talk for too long. Ikenna Okpara is the founder of Kata Studios, a brand and website design agency celebrated for its strategic and creative approach to brand development. As a highly skilled designer, Ikenna has collaborated with over 7 global businesses, crafting distinct brand identities and building impactful websites that deeply resonate with their audiences. Beyond his design expertise, Ikenna is passionate about mentoring fellow designers. He provides valuable guidance on skill refinement, portfolio building, and navigating the design industry, empowering them with the tools and strategic mindset needed for long-term success. With a commitment to excellence and a dedication to uplifting others, Ikenna Okpara is shaping the future of design, one brand and designer at a time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to just welcome, as ring on board, Ikenna Okpara, which we know, many of us know as Kata. We know him and we have listened to him before. So I want us to appreciate and welcome him. Use the chat box. You can just clap, whatever it is, in any way. Show your excitement as he comes on board. You're welcome, sir, and you have the floor now.
Thank you so much. I hope you... Okay. I think my camera can't rotate. I think it should be in... Okay. I think it's perfect right now, right? All right.
It is. It is.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Miss Esther Kodu. Thank you so much for the session. I wish to use the opportunity to welcome everyone who just joined us and to also congratulate the persons who have been here for the speaking session from the previous speaker as well. He did very well. We're going to give it up for him. And as the regular process is, I wish to thank everyone who is here, joyfully joining us. Elvis, welcome. Tovia Daniel, welcome. Mercy Glory, welcome. Deborah, Peter, Amos, Nimi, Kehide, Isong Justice, my man, welcome. Awoyo, and the rest. God bless you all for joining us so far. So this session, we are here last year, and it was a very interesting one. We enjoy every bit of it, and I expect us to also enjoy this particular one. So we are hitting on topic that will help us understand the foundation of growth as a student. What will you be able to do so you can have a sustainable income? Just give me a moment. Let's pull this out. The topic we are talking about today is building and branding your skill to attract high-paying clients as a student. Building and branding your skill to attract high-paying clients. How do you build and brand your skill? Whatever skill you have, whether you are a designer, whatever you are. Now, this is a very deep topic, if I must say, and it actually cuts across many phases of career and growth. It's not every person that wishes to be a graphic designer, not every person that wishes to be a tech person, not everybody that wishes to be one thing that others do or the other. As humans, we wish to be ourselves at the same time, not missing out on what other people are experiencing. And this is what makes us, that's the core value of a human, right? We are challenged. We want to do like others are doing. We want to actually make impact as well. Now, if you are building as you are starting up, in a career, maybe you are in school and you wish to grow yourself beyond just being a student, this particular lesson is for you. As you can see, I don't have things written down. I don't have any notes. And what I'm going to do this night is to pass on my experience to you. I'll make it easier for you to understand how life works. And I will have to slash off those excuses that you are using to plaster all over your body. Because the problem many of us have is not that we can't achieve. But the problem is that we have plastered all our body parts with too much of excuses that we won't even stay a moment without giving excuses. If you have any questions, keep it, right? Keep it very, very closely with you. I will round up at most before 8 o'clock. This is going to be the shortest version of my lesson, but it's going to be the very most impactful. I'm going to teach you why you actually are where you are right now as a student, why you are stuck, and why you think that school is what is limiting you. And I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. But first, let me go with my story. So I got into school, that was 2012, June. My dad died. 1 week after I got into school, I lost my dad. And 1 week after I lost my dad, robbers came to our house and they robbed everything. My 2 laptops, that time it was a mini laptop. That was when we were using Photoshop CC, not even Photoshop, normal Photoshop CC. If you know Photoshop CC, you know you are very old here, right? So the experience wasn't nice at all for me. I lost everything because then we don't even put money in the bank. I keep all my money at home. I lost everything I had. To the extent I couldn't buy a textbook for myself. People have to buy textbook for me. Some people, by the way. So I realized that if I continue begging and continue being that way, why I'm talking about this is I'm telling you my life story because I want you to experience, understand what it feels like. And I want you to shut your mouth whenever you want to give excuses because it is not going to help you. Continue like that, you are going to keep failing and keep failing and keep failing. By the grace of God, I will repeat, we have built a lot of successful people in this career, design career and other part of businesses. I do consultations for people and they really succeed in their business. We had a consultation today with a different brand and we are very happy at the end of the day because these are strategies that when you are actually discussing them, you know that they are working. You don't need a miracle, you don't need a magic to know that this strategy is going to work. So I lost everything. What did I do? I couldn't get any money because by then they're talking about the burial. I can't actually start struggling and telling my mother to help me. So at that point in time, what I did was I went to meet one man. I begged him if he can follow me to where they are selling laptops, so he can beg them so that they will please give me, so that while I'm working every week, I'll be returning the money that I earn. And I don't want to take any part of the money. I just want to work, pay off the laptop, then I can own it. That laptop then was 60,000 naira. That was when the world was still good. But that was a very high-end laptop because I love quality. That's why I see people, when they see a cost $300, they say it's too expensive. That's a very stupid word. Nothing is too expensive for your career. Nothing is too expensive to put your life in order. Nothing at all is too expensive. Okay? Whenever I see a price of a course, what you should do is ask, please, how do I join? What can I do to join? Can I start paying gradually, even though I won't join now? As long as you know that that course can transform you, never you say that a course or a thing is expensive. A thing is expensive relatively to the mind that think it is expensive. I'll repeat. A thing is expensive relatively to the mind that thinks it is expensive. So which means if you think something is expensive, even if that thing is cheap to the other person, it will be expensive in your mind and it will keep being expensive. And the relativity means that every other thing that actually is in that particular level becomes expensive automatically for you. So I put up with that because I needed a standard PC that can serve me well. I put up with that, and then the man begged him, and the man agreed. This man shorty for me. That's why it's good for you to have to be trusted. Any environment you find yourself, make yourself as possible. Make yourself so people can trust you a little. People may not have to connect with you to trust you. Men looking at your actions, the way you behave. I see some of designers. I go to their Facebook status. I see what they post there. Very stupid things. How will somebody now put their trust in you? People can't put their trust in you when you are doing some kind of nonsense and you call it memes and you call it trend and you call it fun. It's funful to you, right? But it's not funful at all. It's not funful at all. Nothing is funful. Nothing is funful. Only in the mind of those. That's why some things will make you laugh and it doesn't make other people laugh. Some things is very funny to you and it's encouraging to you. You are laugh and fall on the ground. But it's not for another person. Other people are building and you are here laughing at your life. That's why many of us are just stuck in one place. Because we put on the time we are supposed to use for important things. We want to use it and enjoy. I was making a video today. I said there are 2 formulas to life. 1, enjoy now and suffer later. Or 2, suffer now and enjoy later. You must choose one. You must choose one. You can't enjoy now and enjoy later. It's not possible. You must have to choose one. And if you have to choose one, you have to play your card well. Because you can still suffer now and suffer later if you don't play your card well. That's a story for another day. That's not the topic for today. I'm just giving you a clue, right? Now, it is about the mind. I'm not telling you it's about the mind. I'm not trying to motivate you. Everything I'm telling you is about experience, right? I'm not telling you about the mind. As I'm pointing the head, you think I'm talking about here. Talking about things that surrounds your brain. Things that surrounds your thinking. Things that surrounds your concepts about life. This man took me, I picked up the PC, I started working, I started returning. Because the man signed for me because he trusted me. He don't know me that much, but because of the fact that the man trusted me to some extent, he was able to sign for me. I started working and I started returning the money. I returned the, just give me a moment, please. They are cooking right now and that is coming to my nose. So I wasn't actually comfortable at that level and I have to complete the payment and I started making my own money. I actually deprived myself of eating. I almost got ulcer. The price you pay for success is not the price of enjoyment. Get me clear. The price you pay for success is a price of what? Suffering. Don't misunderstand suffering. Suffering is not a bad thing, right? Suffering is why human has purpose. Suffering is what makes you have purpose. Purpose is what is established through suffering. Suffering is what we do when we try to find solution. And suffering is what brings about results. You cannot be relaxing on your couch and you figure out results. You must have to stand up, sit on your PC, struggle. Struggle with your mind, struggle with your body. People, I went for Saturday workout today in a field. I see people trying to juggle out. Most people are very fat and they are trying to, their coach is trying to persuade them, keep running. They are tired, but they are being pushed. They are being encouraged because it is suffering. They are suffering their body, but it's for the good. And that brings us to understanding the type of suffering. We have good suffering and we have bad suffering. The same way we have good competition and bad competition. The bad competition is the one that you look at your friend, you say, why is he not me? This thing that is happening, this guy is making this money, why is it not me? Am I not the one who have the clients? That you are envying the person. That's an unhealthy competition. But when you look at the person, you say, I thank God for this guy's life. I wish to be like this guy. I think I am the next. You bless him, you pray for him, you congratulate him. And when you do so, you see yourself grow. Most of us, the reason why we stay stuck is because we think that we can do it on our own. See, somebody wrote today that you don't need a mentor. I look at the person, I laughed. But that is not the topic, by the way. You can't do it on your own. You need somebody to advise you, you need somebody to encourage you, and you need somebody to push you. You need both mental, spiritual, and the physical advice. You need somebody to guide you through all these processes. And today I'm going to tell you why the reason, I'm going to tell you it sounds stupid. I'm going to tell you the stupid reason why you are still in the same position you are. And I will tell you how to leave that place. We are going to be fast. We are having about 30 minutes now. But I have a lot to talk about. I don't have any paper. I don't have any book. I'm just giving you my experience. And this is life. As you are writing it down, the taking notes, you are important. Is very, very essential, what I'm saying today. Right? So, those are the 2 kinds of suffering. The one you will suffer now, you enjoy later. And those are the process. I finished telling all of those things, and I was able to generate more money. Now, when I set up the place, sometimes I'll be inside of the school, and they are teaching. Rain will start falling. Nobody will pick your things inside. I have to run out immediately. I go there, I pack my things. Sometimes the water will wet some things. My stuff will fall on the ground. I'll pack it. This is what I did for the amount of years. I spent about 5 to 6 years in school. That's what I did during that period. I didn't give 100% to education. Education is good, but do not give it 100% of your time. I'm sorry to say this. I am telling you this based on of an experience. I am very smart and intelligent guy. When I was writing exam, people sat right beside me. A lady here, a lady here. You know all this. What do they call them? Slay mama them. They sat near me. They pity one pay 10,000. This one pay 10,000. Even if they leave, one of them leave. There's some other people waiting to join. I have some naval friends in school then who are actually. There are a lot of things going on. If it is about brain, I was very smart, right? And I was very smart not because I am smart by nature, but because I have to put myself in the condition to learn. Some of you will be in school and you think that because you are in school now, you are tied up. That is stupid. That is very stupid. You are the ones constraining yourself. When I was in school, look at how my plan was. Take your pen and paper and write now, right? Look at how my plan works. I'm advising you as a father and I'm advising you as a senior. I know what I'm telling you. I've gone through that process. I've been out of school since 2017. And I've trained a lot of people there too. And they have come out. Some of my students are still in school now. They are making millions. And most of my students are, Mandy is my student. He's making millions. Islam Justice is my student. That guy is doing well. Nessa is my student. Tommy, we have big boys in the industry. They are doing really well. Can go more deep, calling more bigger names. You might not know. But that is not the intention of this class. The intention of this class is to make you to become one of those people. Right? To make you to become people who are independent. Somebody who can pull out, like, let me say, 2 million naira to buy a land. Somebody who can pull out 500,000 naira to buy a desk. Somebody who can pull out 1 million naira to set up his studio space. That is the kind of person I want you to be. Kind of person who is willing to invest in important things, not invest in frivolities. So back to school. Do not invest 100% of your time into academy, education. Give it 50%. See, everything in life is about what? It's about priority. Priority is in percentage. For instance, if I want to go to church by 8 p.m. and I want to go to market, okay, I want to go to church by 8 p.m. I want to go to my friend's place by that same 8 p.m. for her birthday. Which one do you think is most important for you to do? The both of them are more attractive. Your friend's birthday is like once in a year, you have to go. And the church also, you wouldn't because of your friend's birthday, then you leave. So what do? You have to divide your time. Maybe you go to church and stay half of the service. Then you can go to rush down to your friend's birthday. That's smart. But if you take all of them and give to your friends, you have actually offended God in a way. Right? So that's what you do in education. If you take 100% and put it into education, you are going to suffer it over time. I'm giving you a background now so that when I start teaching you the main thing, we are going to come to the main thing that is holding you down. It's not actually about school. I know what your problem is. I've been training for over 7 years now. And I know I don't train on web design. And we have a web design course, by the way, but I don't train on web design and brand identity design and all of that. People who know me know that I don't have courses. Right? I don't have courses, but I will break down your head, yeah, and put something inside that you will scale beyond people who have bought any course in life. Because it is when you kickstart, you have kickstarted. When I trigger you this night, you will understand the problem. If you are willing to change, if you are willing to change, because it will actually demand you to actually suffer yourself. And I'm going to tell you when I come to that. So, to grow, you need to actually set yourself apart. Education is good, but do not give it 100%. When I come back from school by 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., I take my bed immediately. I don't chat, I don't play. Problem we have is that we want to involve ourselves in all activity. School meeting, school this one, school that, school this. You'll be in all school activities. How will you have time, my brother? You won't. Many of my classmates now they are the one now who are asking me if there is any job. Many of them who have been in all activities and enjoy school life. They call it enjoyment of school life. They are the one now who are actually asking for what? Job. Because they are tired. They have exhausted their time. And they wasted their time in frivolities, things that doesn't matter. All those programs you are going, night class, night club, not night class. Night class is good. Night club, night program, night party, award nights. They are nice to you, but they are not nice to your future. A man wants what he wants, but he may not like what he wants. I'll repeat. A man wants, or a man can have what he wants, but may not like what he wants. What does that mean? Now you are enjoying. If they show you the end of that result of what you are doing now, you will run away from it. But if only somebody can show you this is your end, at the end, this is how you are going to be. You are going to like amend your life now. And I'm the other person telling you that this night. And I'm going to tell you every formula and every problem you are having in school. And I'm going to tell you how to fix it by the grace of God. So I was struggling, literally struggling. This guy you see here, how I wish I can find a toothpick here. You know toothpick, right? I will break toothpick into two. I will use one part for that food. Then the other part, I will use it for the next food I will eat. That was how I suffered. Some of you guys say, it's hard in school, it's hard. This one, you don't know anything. You didn't suffer. You didn't suffer. If I show you what I track with this, my leg. And still they tell me, do Yahoo, do this one. You with your brain, you can make a lot of money if you are doing fraud. I never one day tried it. And I swear that any day I try it, God should take my life. I never one day try fraud. A few days ago, my client paid me for something. He paid around $200 or so. And when I purchased the thing for him, I realized that there is an extra. He won't know. There is no receipt. He doesn't even need receipts. I chat him and tell him, sir, we have an extra in this. He didn't give me 1 naira out of it. He said, okay, send it. I tell him, send me his account number. He sends his account number. I forward the money back to him. It's not my money. And that's not because I have money now. It's because that is how I train myself. You cannot have enough money. No matter what, you cannot stop searching for money. So don't say that you have money, that's why you are spending. I have refunded my client $950 back. That's 1 point something million naira. I didn't refund it because we are quarreling, because I don't have that. I don't have that kind of interaction. Because I know she needed it. She wasn't feeling fine. So I had to pause the project, refund her, even though I've started somehow. Her life is more important. She said she don't know that Nigerians can behave like this. I told her, yes, Nigerians can behave like that. So what is not yours is not yours. Don't struggle. Don't put your head. That's more money you take from somebody today. You are actually what? Shooting yourself in the leg. You are bringing yourself bad luck, but you don't know. You don't know. That's why you see any Yahoo boy, no matter how much money you make as a Yahoo boy, you cannot sustain it. You cannot. They do, but they will crush. They will crush. They will start afresh again. It's a very long topic. So every process in my career, I get home, I will take my bed immediately. I will what? I will rest for 1 hour, because my brain then is not okay to learn. I can't learn design by then. Rest for 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes. I wake up. I fire down on design, start learning design till 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, I sleep. I wake up by sometimes 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. I will start reading for that day's class. See, I read ahead of time. We have class, I read ahead of time. Ahead of that class. So we'll get to the class, I start asking questions, and my lecturers will be wondering, where does this guy get his knowledge? But they will still say there, I will be the one to rush out when rain is falling. Rush out to go and pack my gadgets from outside. Just because I wish to survive. I suffered. School couldn't hold me down because I understand. I come up with, I graduated with what? 2.95. It was not remaining 5 for me to what? Kick it off. 2.95. Second class upper. I think that is it. 2.95. But today I don't know where my result is. I don't. Is the result necessary? Yes, it is. But is it very necessary? No, it's not. Yes, there are companies that will employ me. They want to verify if I'm a graduate. But men looking at the way I talk, you should know I'm a graduate. Men looking at my environment, you should know I'm a graduate. An illiterate cannot be able to speak so fluently and so organized. I mean, an illiterate cannot prepare a custom system that works for him and their clients. We are going to talk briefly about systems tonight. An illiterate cannot coordinate thousands of people and educate them to scale. So what people are looking for is not certificate. It's not the paper. They're looking for the what? The certificate. The brain. Is this person capable enough to do? That's what they're looking for. So I struggled through this process and I was able to scale. It became normal to me until I scaled and I passed that level. And when I'm done with that level, the next step was I sit back and I understood that if I continue like this, I'm going to be like this forever. Staying in the streets and putting music and stuff for people. Then doing design. When I realized this, just give me a moment, let me get water. Okay. So sorry about that. We're back. So during the process, I was able to, sorry about that, okay? They're able to struggle through the process, and here I am. I'm not here to tell you my life story. I'm here to tell you that it is possible. That thing you are doing is possible for you to become whatever you are doing, whatever you want to be. As a matter of fact, you guys have more opportunity now than when I was in school. I was in school in 2012 to 2017. Then the internet hasn't been this open for everyone. Things wasn't that easy, right? It wasn't easy at all. It wasn't easy. It was a struggle. It was a stress. To get knowledge is even difficult. To have conferences like this, who will you see to give you conference? Everybody is trying to struggle and understand how the internet works. When Facebook was new, Instagram was new, WhatsApp had been there for a while, but it's just for chatting, normal chatting, hi, hello. It wasn't in for business. We all now have more opportunity than me. So which means you can do better than me. If I was in your position now and starting up, I will beat all of you. I'll beat all of you. Because our young people now are lazy. And I don't want you to be one of them. Very, very lazy. People want things to be fed to them in the mouth. They don't want to work. They don't want to search for it. Now ChatGPT is there. Everybody will be running after ChatGPT. You have one question, ask ChatGPT. Have this, ask ChatGPT. Nobody want to research again. See, the essence of a value is not about the result. It's about the process of the result. I'll repeat. The essence of value is not about the result. It's about the process of the result, which makes us understand that what? The result is not the value itself. The value is the process. The value is more important. The process is more important than what? The result. How do you get that answer? By just asking a question, it drop you the answer. No research. You didn't compare answers. How will you want to be intelligent? How will you want to be smart? I'm not asking you not to use ChatGPT. But use it what? Sparingly. Be very careful. So you don't what? You don't put yourself in a position where you are now docile in the brain. Because that is where the first problem begins. We are looking for easy route, easy way to do things. Nobody wants to stress himself anymore. And that's where the failure begins. Some of you who know me know I don't like all this AI rubbish that they are doing. I don't have time for those rubbish. Because I understand the foundational structure of life. The way the foundation of this earth was created until the end of time is that what? There must be process through everything to the end. The devil is trying to make us lazy. That's why you are seeing all of this rubbish coming out. Call it AI slop everywhere. The content sloppy everywhere. When I see AI content, I feel like vomiting. The same applies to the knowledge they pass to you. Most of those things you are receiving, those information you are receiving, are being extracted from platforms that you wouldn't even like to pick information from. You are rebranding your brain with artificial informations, adulterated informations. But we are not here to talk about AI today. So let's get into the main topic of today. Let me round it up very quickly. So this is the reason why you are failing. And this is what you need to do immediately, starting up immediately. There's what we call addiction, right? I know many of you will understand that. There's what we call addiction. Addiction comes in many ways. We have pornography, we have masturbation, we have gambling, we have chasing of women, we have enjoyment, drinking, alcohol, drugs. We have many forms of addiction. See, that is the problem that is holding us today. And now let me shock you. Among all of these addiction I mentioned, just the first two is the one taking up 60 to 70% of young students today. Masturbation and pornography. That one you will hide and do. That is the one taking up. That's the most dangerous one. That one that people don't know that you do. Is the most dangerous one. And that is what is keeping you where you are. It's not about that course you purchased. That course doesn't have anything about your career. You are not actually succeeding in that course. It's not about that course. It's about what you do with yourself. It's about what you do with your body. It's about how you see yourself. Somebody who actually watch pornography and masturbation will have fear. They can't want to grow. Because when you want to watch it, you go to hide somewhere. Somebody who is always, every day, hiding. How do you think that person's mentality will be? You have social anxiety. Your social interaction will be reduced so much. Somebody who is into drugs, alcohol, all of it is still the same thing. But I want to focus my attention in masturbation and pornography. Because that is what is eating up 80% of our youths. 80 to 90. I'm not telling you because I am actually blabbing. I know the problem. I know your problem. Plenty of people in this group can relate with me. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not here to preach for you. I'm not a pastor. I'm telling you what the problem is. It's not preaching. I am not quoting any Bible here. If there is need for quote Bible, I'll quote. But this is just about us. It's not school that is chopping your time. School cannot eat your time for you not to grow and develop yourself. There are other things you are involving yourself into, which is damaging your mind and eating up your time. It's exhausting you. It is taking too much of energy from you. Those energies are what you need to scale. See, if I never had energy to this extent, I wouldn't be here talking to you today. You see how I'm talking to you? I'm so audacious. I'm not shy. I'm not shaking because I'm bold. I'm bold enough. I don't have any cockroach in my pocket. The person you see here today have the experience of pornography so much, and I know what the problem is. It kept me in a particular place for a couple of years until I break that bound by the grace of God and by what discipline. At this point, I may even be expecting some people to start running away from the group because this is actually the one that will hit you hard. I'm not done. I'm just starting up, but I'm going to teach you how to actually scale it. I have to dwell here because this is your problem. As a student, as a young student, I have not interviewed, I have trained, and we have pulled people out of it. Plenty students, we have pulled them out of this thing. And these people right now, they are doing well. They are doing well. While I was talking to the other one, the first time he chatted me, he said, "Sir, please, I need your help. I saw your post on Facebook about masturbation, and I was like, this is exactly the kind of person I need to guide me. Sir, please, can I be this thing? Can you keep secret?" I told him, "Are you stupid? You are talking to me, you are asking me if I can keep secrets. That's stupid. That's rubbish. It is that thing you call secret. That is what is keeping you here. As a matter of fact, you are going to expose yourself. If you want to scale, I'm going to make you expose yourself in the public, and you are going to stop it." He said, "No, sir." I told him, "No problem. Let's carry on. Let's see how it goes." I gave him the challenge he was going to take. At the end of the challenge, he was the one who used his man to confess in the public. But that's not the topic of today. I'm not here to tell you about the story of the guy. I'm here to tell you about your story and how you can scale as well. So he says, "Sir, can you help me? Can you keep a secret?" I told him, "I don't keep that kind of secret. If you want to say anything, go straight to the point and say what you want to say." Once he said it, I sent him the link to the group where he can listen to the 2.5 hours lesson. And after the lesson, you have an exercise of 21 days. And after that 21 days exercise, you are good to go. But that is what I want to teach you guys this night. Miss Esther will be able to send us the link to join. When you join the Business in Design group, you see the 2 pinned topic at the top. 50 to 60% of the students who are here today are passing through the. I'm saying 50, I'm talking about 80%. I know what I'm saying. Some people are going to be defending it. They say, what of rich people? Rich people, even though they are still rich. Elon Musk once said that there is a time he stayed away from his woman for more than 3 years just to succeed in one plan he's having. People who go far, whether Christian or non-Christian or unbelievers, they understand this secret. It's not actually about women, it's about time. It's not actually about masturbation, it's about time. It's about energy you are wasting. Those energies are precious gems that are going to push you through that process to scale ahead of time. So it's very simple. I'm going to teach you strategy on how to scale or disconnect yourself from, because it is only when you disconnect yourself from that addiction. See, anything that you are addicted to becomes your God. It becomes your God automatically. Because that's where your mind is. And that is where your time will be devoted to. So to stop it, you will start to hate it. You must have to hate it before you will be able to stop it. So you can't like something and stop it. It's not possible. There's one of my quotes I used to say to my students. I say, "What? You can't attract what you don't appreciate." Which means what you don't appreciate, you won't attract. And what you appreciate, you attract. It's the law of nature. So to kick yourself out of this so that you can be free, whatever here, if you stop any addiction you have right now, for the next 30 days, you will start seeing good things happening to you. It will start from your mind. Your mind will be renewed automatically. I mean, when you decide to stop totally, your mind first will be renewed. Good things will start happening to you. The universe will start revolving around things that will help you. If you just buy a course and learn it, once you finish learning it, you start seeing clients. I'm not joking with you. I'm very, very serious. Tested it in many people. Most of my students who we are not even able to stand up, some of them cannot even save up to 50,000 naira. But when I finish with them, I know this was their problem. Some of them are saving 600,000 naira now. I'm not telling you the money they are making or spending. You know, the money you save is totally different from the money you make and spend. There are people who are in this jungle, they can't save up to 20,000 naira that they can call their own without using the money for something. I'm not telling you money you are saving for laptop, just money you save. You don't have anything you are doing with it. The other ones have put challenge to save 10 million naira by the end of this year. So I put challenge of 5 million naira. These are my students. By the grace of God. That's because of what? They have disconnected themselves from that thing which entangles them. The excuses you are giving when somebody, I have a student who chat me, I say, sir, I want you to mentor me, I want you to grow, I want to do this, I want to do that. I don't do mentorship, oh, please. Don't even chat me after now. I don't do mentorship. What we do is general mentorship. You go to the boring group, it's for free. We don't charge any money. It's not, you won't even see anybody advertising any course there. It's not me, I have my course, I don't advertise it there. We have the boring school and we have the business design group. It's to help young designers. It's to help young people also to scale. I sent him the link to join. He joined the platform. I told him when you reach there, do this, do that. Give me feedback by 1 week. 1 week time I didn't see him. 2 week time I didn't see him. 1 month after I saw him. Okay, 2 months after I saw him, he came back to my inbox. Sir, please. He came to ask me if I can help him with 30,000 naira. I look at him. So number one is that you failed. Because if you know me, you know that I don't give my students money. I give them knowledge. And apart from that, it's my students that give me money. I know how much I received on 25th December. My birthday, they overfed me. I had too many cake that I can use. Bottles of wine, full year. Gifts, they sent people to bring gifts for me. If I had that red box here, I would have shown you guys. Plenty gifts inside of my dining now. I don't have any of them in my studio here. I would have shown you. It is people you train that way. That is the evidence that you are training people. Now I am training somebody, I'm giving them knowledge, I'm still giving them money. That's wickedness. I'm being wicked that person. I don't want that person to grow. By the grace of God, I have enough. I have enough to borrow. I've been borrowing people, business people money. I have enough to give. But I won't give any student. Any mentor that is giving you money. I know that sometimes you can get broken down and you need some money. But the first thing they should teach you is to what? To scale. So that you won't be able to beg. See, there is a condition you will be. There's a position you put yourself. You won't be able to beg. Begging becomes abnormal. Begging becomes abnormal automatically. You won't be capable. You won't have the capability to beg. You get? So I sent him to the platform to do this thing. He came back and he was asking for money. I told him what the assignment I sent you to do. What have you done with it? He said he starts giving excuses as usual. Let's ask school say this one. School did this one. I did this one. I did the other one. I did the other one. I said this is where you fail. This is why you will keep failing in life. Because you put yourself in a position where you and excuse are 5 and 6. I've never even landed what I'm saying. You don't carry excuse full everywhere. This happened, this one happened, this one happened. Keep it up. Excuse is sweet in your mouth. Yeah? But it's not sweet for your life. So to scale from these things, there are 3 things you need to train. Number one, let me start from here. Number one, you have to train your mind. And I'm going to talk about that. Number 2, you have to train your spirit. And number 3, you have to train your body. These 3 things, when you conquer them, when you fix them, you can scale to any level in this career, in this life. Whether as a student or somebody who is even learning design. So we start with number 1, to train your mind. How do you train your mind to scale from what? Addiction, to keep yourself away from addiction. Your mind is where all thoughts happen. And you have to actually what? Rebrand it. You have to refix it in a way that it starts seeing things the way you want it to see things. The original way you actually was prepared to behave. What do? You see that thing that you are doing, masturbation, drinking, alcohol, and whatever. You have to go to the public and talk about it. Tell people how dangerous it is. Tell people how bad masturbation is. Talk to your friends, bro. Do you masturbate? You say, no, I don't masturbate. You say, don't masturbate too. That thing is dangerous. It can end your life. It is what you are doing, no? But you are confessing it and telling the person how bad it is. Automatically, your brain will start reshaping itself to understand that that is evil. It's not just about you telling yourself that it's not good. It's about you teaching people, even though you are still doing it. By the way, I'm going to teach you the 21 days challenge you are going to do. I'm just giving you what you are going to do in between that 21 days challenge. You can go write it on your status. You can write it anywhere. Let it be where people can see it. Let it be visible to the public that you hate this thing. And when it is visible to the public, whenever you want to do that thing, you feel that people are watching you. You feel, it's a feeling. It's a strategy I actually figured out after a long time of training and trying and errors. And actually this works. At least once every week, you write something about it. During that 21 days challenge, once every week, write something about it. That's training your mind. You're putting your mind in a condition where your mind is what? Understanding something. You're going to come back to the mind in a little while. Let's talk about the spirit. And the spirit is the one that is conscious of your behavior, your end. The spirit is conscious of your ending. The spirit is the one that is controlling your consciousness. That thing that pricks you, that this thing you are doing, now it's not good though. It's the spirit. It's a silent voice. It's not the mind. The mind tells you what is good and what is evil, what is good and what is bad. But sometimes the mind, what it tells you that is good, is being purged because the conscience has been drained and destroyed to the extent that it can't detect what is bad as bad anymore. Can't you see people doing rubbish online? Those things are not bad to them, not because they don't have conscience anymore, but their mind have been retrained. So it is the spirit which is that silent thing that is telling you that this thing is evil. So the spirit controls good and evil. The brain, the mind controls the good and bad. Evil is not the same as bad. Something can be bad, but it's not evil. But something can't be evil and not bad. How do you train your spirit? You have to go into fasting and prayer. During the 21 days challenge, right? The 21 days challenge, I'm actually giving the process now. So I said in the mind version, you have to talk about during the 21 days, every week you do that. Then in the 21 days challenge for the spirit, every single day you do fasting and prayer. You fast and you pray. So you fast from morning till 12 o'clock and you pray. When you fast, see, when you eat too much, you become stupid. I'm not telling you not to eat 3 square meal, but I'm telling you that if you eat too much, you become stupid. What does it mean eating too much? Eating too much means eating 3 square meal all through 365 days. In a year, pull out 3 good different months and do fasting. In a year. I didn't tell you not to eat. I'm not the kind of person to tell you be doing fasting every day of your life. No. In a year, the first quarter, do fasting. Maybe January. The next one, April. The next one, maybe November or December. That is what you are training the spirit. You are putting it in its position. So you are not weakening it. The body is not overwhelming it. Bring out 1 month and do fasting. When you eat too much, every time you have food to eat, you are always eating. Because if there is food, you eat. Everything that comes out, by put in your mouth. You are being foolish. You cannot scale. You can't scale. You can't be eating like that and be successful. You can't. Unless your father is rich. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about those who have money. See, as I can eat any kind of food I want to eat. But I won't eat. I won't. Because I know that if I do like that, I will be stupid. See, this thing we're calling stupidity, it is not something that somebody can overgrow. Even there are old, stupid people. Very old people, but they are stupid. See some old men in places where I go, they don't have self-control. They see young children, they want to actually follow and start talking to them. That's growing old disgracefully. So, number 2 is what? Training your spirit. You have to what? Exercise this what? Do this exercise. And even when you are training the spirit, you are also what? Controlling the body. You are putting the body in a condition where it is not overwhelming the spirit. Did you notice that whenever you do all these stupid things, it's when you have eaten or when you have money? People do drugs because they have money. When you eat enough food, you lie on your bed and you say, me, you rest. Before you know it, you are scrolling through Instagram. You have seen a naked woman. And then you have started thinking of going to a stupid site. Start thinking of going to a stupid site to mess yourself up. And after that, you feel more tired. And you will now rest for 2 hours or 3 hours. Imagine spending that kind of time a day. A student chat me and says, sir, I asked him how many times do you spend in this every day? He says sometimes you do it twice a day, sometimes you do it 3 times a day. How can that kind of person in life amount to anything? It's not possible. You cannot eat your cake and have it back. That thing you call enjoyment is destruction. It's destroying you so badly, so deeply that it will take a long time for you to come out of it. And the more you keep doing it now, the more you are getting deeper into it. She will drop the link after now. You join the group, Business in Design group and the Boring School. But where you see this lesson is in the Business in Design group. It's a 2-hour, 30 minutes lesson. It will teach you what you are actually missing. And I will back on you. I'm not only shouting on you there. I will back on you. To cast, see, you don't cancel demons, you cast them out. You don't cancel demon and advise demon. You cast them out. So when you see me speak there and too bold and I call some kind of names, you have to be very, very attentive. Pay attention. Don't run away. I'm not chasing you. I have to destroy that thing because it's not you I'm talking to. I'm talking to that evil inside you by the grace of God. And that evil is not a demon. That evil is a character that have grown into a pattern that want to keep you in that status, whether you are a student or not. Even if you graduate out of school, you will still be poor. You will still be wretched. Now you are in school is when you have enough opportunity to scale. Any mistake you make now is going to impound and compound over time. And it's going to grow and scale to become what? Who you are. A new you will be born. And that new you might be very difficult to detach yourself from. You are very lucky to be in this program if you are in that condition. Because you won't see this lesson anywhere. This is not the normal lesson you get on YouTube. Go on YouTube and find how to stop addiction. You see the kind of voices, things you are going to learn. They are not practical. They are not challenging. To stop addiction, you have to put yourself in a challenge. Train your mind during that 21 days. And when you finish that 21 days challenge, you start a new 21. Don't say I finish 21 days, then you go back and start doing rubbish. No. Finish 21 days, start another 21 days. You have to do 21 days continually until you what? Until you kill that effect. Let me tell you something, you know, running away from your Facebook or Instagram, it will not solve it. You don't run from fear. You confront it. You don't run away from fear. You confront it like face to face, one-on-one. Confront it. Tell it you are tired of it. You have to leave. You have to leave me. You have to confront it. So running away from Instagram will do you more harm because anytime you open Instagram, you will fall for it because you have not trained yourself to be strengthful enough to bear the consequences or to pressure that thing down. You're not training yourself to stand that pressure. Instagram women shaking their bum bum and Instagram men being naked and doing things, sweet things, is not your problem. Your problem is you, who is observing those things with a rotten mind. So your mind will have to be renewed. So that when you see those things, you click the 3 dots and tell the algorithm not to show you again. So see, okay, let me shock you. To know whether you are going to be successful or not, open your Instagram, go to that search. If you see up to 3 or 4 or 5 women who are almost naked, you know that you are in problem. You will open Instagram, there is a search icon at the bottom. If you are using iPhone, I think on Android, it should be at the bottom too. There's a search icon. Click on it. Those information they provide, check it. You might be in this lesson, go in Instagram. You might be in this lesson, check your Instagram. Search it. If you see up to 3 women, give me a moment. If you see up to 3 women, I'm making a screenshot of mine. This is what I'm talking about. I want to share to the group. Okay. I've sent to the group. I've sent it to the group now. See the search I click on it, and I see my search feed. They don't show me rubbish because I have trained the algorithm. When you ignore things too long, the algorithm stops showing it to you. It's a robot. That's how it is trained. But some people will click their own and they will start seeing some naked women, naked women. You are a designer, and what you are seeing in your Instagram search is naked women. That's because you watch most of those naked images. And that is dangerous. That is very dangerous. You can be growing, you can be succeeding in some things you are doing, but you can't meet up to your potential. And at some point, you will start failing. Because you are not giving in the much time you are supposed to give in to develop yourself. As human, we are capable beyond measure. We are capable of doing a lot beyond measure. That's how we are created. But because we are less of ourselves, because of the things we entangle ourselves with, that is why we are in the position we are. Train your mind. Fast and pray. At the evening time, you come back home, you pray again. We have talked about the mind and we have talked about the spirit, right? Now let's talk about the body. The body is exercise. If you're a woman, you have to exercise. You have to run in the morning. You have to run in the morning. Every morning for that 21 days, you have to run. You have to go out, wear your shoe, even if you don't have shoe, wear anything you want to wear. Do what? Endurance race. But I'm going to tell you how it's going to run. It's not like normal run. And for men, don't run. Men, don't run. What you're going to do for men is press up, push up. That's what you're going to do. And this is not about exercise, right? Now, listen carefully. This is the main important part because the body, the flesh, is the one that kicks in that emotion before the mind triggers a response, before your hand pick that phone and go to that website. The same applies to every other form of addiction, both smoking, everything. The urge. That's the main thing that triggers addiction. A gambler will have the urge to go and gamble. It's an urge, it's an addiction. If they don't do it, they don't feel comfortable. They even pass our time. So, for men, press up, push up. But this is the strategy for the push up. Listen carefully. What you do in push up is not just get and start doing push up. I asked some men the other day and I asked them, I do push up, I do up to 80, I do up to 90. There was a time I did 100. The highest for military is 80. I do 80, I do 90, I do 75. Right? I asked a student and I asked him, how many push-ups do you do in a day? How many push-ups can you do? He says, I can do 7. I can't do more than 7. I tried to do 8. I was watching him in his video. He did that. Before he even reached 7, he have started gasping for air. What a shame. What kind of generation are we building? People who can endure. That kind of person cannot even run for a very long time. You'll be tired. Now, this is the strategy for the press or push-up. If you are doing only 5 a day, I don't have a problem with that. But you will do 5 in the morning and do 5 in the evening. The next day, make it 6. Don't stay at 5. Make sure you hit 6 the next day. The next day, you do 6 in the morning, do 6 in the evening. The upper day, hit 7. You can do it. It's very easy. Very, very easy. Very, very, very easy. You can even start from 1 push-up a day. The next day, you do 2 push-ups. No problem. You must do 21. Many of my students will stop at 5. They scale to 15. They were surprised. Now, what is the essence of the push-up? It's not for exercise. The essence is to tell your brain that you are capable of what? Discovering a new self. It is rebranding your brain to let you know that this thing, if you can be able to do this push-up that you are not even able to do 7 before, you are now doing 15, you are doing 17. Which means this addiction, you can easily overcome it. Because you need that body to be put under a condition. Maybe you don't understand what I'm talking about. Let me explain something to you. If you take away a gun from a criminal, be willing to give that criminal something that will be making him money. Else, he will go back to stealing. So when you take away that addiction from yourself, be willing to give your body something else that will put it in a condition where it will feel, it will be having that, we call it adrenaline. It have that adrenaline that makes it feel like I am achieving something, or I am doing something that makes it happy. Because the other one was making you what? Satisfied emotionally. But you need something that will make you happy, something that will make you feel like you are doing something. Else, if you leave yourself, you are going to go back to that addiction immediately. Immediately, it won't take time. So these three things must be in place. I talked about three things. Number one, I said what? Training the mind, training the spirit, and training the body. In the mind, I talked about you what? Confessing about what you have, what you don't like. Telling your friends, advising your friends. So that reshapes your mind. Training the spirit also connects with the mind as well. Because when you train spirit, you're actually putting yourself under what condition. I'm not going to eat from now to now. Because when you eat, you become stupid. When you eat too much, you become stupid. And in eating, I didn't say that you shouldn't be eating every morning. I said that for some times, at least every 3 months, bring out one of the months in 3 months and use it and do fasting from morning to 12. Eat only 2 square meal a day. Unless you have ulcer. Right? Even if you have ulcer, you can do from that time to 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Then you can eat. But try to challenge yourself a little. Deleting Instagram and deleting Facebook and deleting is not where your problem is. So I'm not the kind of person that will start telling you all those rubbish. That's not how I solve my own. That's not how I solve my addiction. I faced it. I confronted it face to face. Don't run away from problems. Yeah, start deleting your Facebook. Yeah, I see some people who are teaching people how to stop some kind of addiction. They delete your Facebook for 21 days, for 30 days, delete your this thing. No. Whenever you download that application again, you must continue from where you stop. You must continue because you didn't fight it. You will run away from it. And when you meet it face to face again, you are going to face your challenges. I don't know if you get me. So that is what you do. See, when you fix this problem, today, when you start today, fix this problem. Even before you finish that 21 days, you start seeing good things happening in your life. You start seeing changes. You see this thing they call idea is what makes money. See, how do I make money? How do I come here? How I came here today is by generating systems. I said I will talk about systems. And how do you generate systems? You generate system out of ideas that come to your mind. Let me teach you one of my systems. One of my systems is making it easy for my clients to learn how to manage their website after the website is developed. How do we do this? There's something I call the knowledge base. Knowledge base is a page I created, and I created the videos to teach. I have never seen that before anywhere in the world. Website, I've been browsing website for a very long time. I've never seen a platform that have course for their clients free to teach them how to manage all part of their websites. As a website design provider, I'm not talking about those who are selling website design tools. It's a website design provider. Created that system. My clients are enjoying it now. So now, if my client asks me, please, how do I do this? I say, please, follow this link. You'll see I've made the video very clear for you. They watch, they came back and say, wow, I love that particular. I learned some more things. Imagine how that kind of clients can leave me. They can't leave me. That system. Second system is one I created to make clients know what new options we are providing for them. Before I proceed, let me share just 2 of my systems. I want to talk about systems very quickly. So I can't talk about system without showing you people what an example of system is. Just give it a moment. You see the people say these people say so some people sent their screenshot. See, the problem is not external. It's not an external problem. It's an internal problem. If this is what your Instagram is showing you, you see we are in problem. You are in big problem. That's because that is what you watch so much. You click those things. You enjoy them. But after this class, you are going to see reasons to pull off. This is one of the systems. This is called the client knowledge base. And I'm going to send you the second one. I have many systems I've created. And I'm going to teach you what you are missing. And this can apply in any kind of career you are. I'm going to teach you that this night very quickly before we go off. The next is change log. Copy. Okay. Perfect. So I've sent the first one, I sent the second one. If you go to the first one is the client knowledge base. I think when you publish this, you also provide a link for them in the description of this so they can understand it along. The first one is the client knowledge base. That's the system. You see, when you get in there, you see different tabs. You see the one for general. That one is where I introduce the whole platform and everything you need to know. How clients can actually manage their hosting platform, email, their WordPress, their inventories, how they can fulfill their orders, how they can manage their stock keeping, how they can update their products, everything organized in a very well organized way. If a client is coming from an e-commerce standpoint, they click on the e-commerce tab and they can learn all videos for e-commerce. How can you make this kind of system and clients won't pursue you? They will chase you. And you watch the videos, they are very clean and explanatory, very detailed. These are systems. That's the problem why we are actually what? Not what? That's the problem why we are actually in a particular status where we are stagnant. Because we don't create systems. The second one is what? Change log. Where we let clients know all updates coming in every month. Every new month, we add new updates to our service. What new updates do you add in your service? You're a flyer designer, you're a web designer, you're a logo designer, you're a brand designer, you're a video editor. What new option do you add to what you do? That is why people pay you. People pay you for the expertise and the experience, not because of what you are doing, but because of how you are doing it. How do you do it? What new thing do you add? See, challenge yourself today. Every month, I will add new feature to my service. I know it's difficult to figure out what new feature to add as a flyer designer, but I will figure it out. At the end of the month, when you come to the end of the month, take out a couple of weeks, a couple of days, and sit down and think. Our generation don't think anymore. We are so docile and lazy. How do you want to generate ideas? You are a student, you are in school. All you do is go to school, learn, come back, and eat and sleep. You think that you want to lead the next generation? You can't lead the next generation. You will always follow until you die. To lead, you need to stand out. And to stand out, you need to be innovative. Innovation comes from thoughts. And thought is what? Is a product of idea. An idea cannot be generated with a docile mind. It can't be generated with a mind that is infiltrated with addiction. And that is why I went to the foundation to purge that first. When you purge that, you will see that ideas will start flowing in. And when those ideas start flowing in, you start creating things. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Create this. No. Everything you need is in you. It's inside you. See, if you need to see, I told one of my VA, I told her that I have the capacity to make any amount of money I want to make in this my career. The capacity to make any amount. I have 3 students that are making money more than me. I'm not joking. Why am I still in the position I am? I have to give out half of my time even more than half of my time to students. To teach them, to train them. That is my calling. The last time I left teaching students or guiding students, I don't teach with money, I teach for free. The last time I left it, I start feeling sad. It's my calling. This is my calling. This thing I'm doing right now. That's why as I'm talking, it is entering your ear. And that's why I'm not telling you. I'm not here to tell you lies. You're not paying me. You can't even pay me for a program. You can't pay me. If I actually want to charge for a program, I should be charging from 2 million and above. I'm not here to tell you motivations. I'm here to tell you my life. And I'm extracting it from my soul. I'm pushing it into you. You can connect. You can understand what I'm talking about. It's not about motivation. It's not something you clap hand for. See, as we are here, everybody is quiet. Everywhere is quiet. It's not about clapping. I'm not here for clapping. I'm here to send you a message. And a very strict message that if you don't listen, you will regret not even taking these actions. You have to purge that addiction now. It's time, It's time for you being in this group this night. For you listening to this video. or watching this video anytime it is, whether it is next year, next 2 years. But for the fact you come in contact with this is what you need. When you purge that, ideas will start flowing. Ideas are not coming to your mind. You're only copying ideas other people have created. If I show you some of the systems I've created, you'll be shocked. I've created enough system I have been building. And this year, we will keep building. It's 2027. From 2027, we'll start exploring what we have built. But we're still having clients here and there. They are coming in on a flood. We are selecting the client to work with. As a student, you can't build a foundation without having a foundation thought. You have to have a foundation mindset. Don't be the kind of person who focuses more on goals. Life is not about goals. Life is about a process. It's not the end of a result. It's a process to get to that result. That's why I don't value goals. The word goals. I don't have goals. What I have is strategy. What I have is plan. How do I get there? What do I do to get there? What do I do to stay there? What do I do to maintain my movement while I'm heading there? Ask yourself questions. When you go back this night to sleep, don't just lie down and sleep. Sit down and ask yourself questions. Where am I getting it wrong? What is the problem with me? This thing I'm doing, do I like it? Okay, since I don't like it, what do I do? See, some of you saying that we are not getting clients. I am trying my best to do everything I can do in life. I'm not getting clients. You go to their profile and look at what they are posting. You know that the person is not serious. You're not asking yourself a question. Sometimes do clean up in your mind. Clean up in your mind. Clean up 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 your mind. Wash it of all those rubbish thoughts. When you start thinking about those rubbish, tell it, no, this is not what I want to think about. I want to think about my life and how I will grow and develop myself. If I keep enjoying now, I will suffer later. Tell it like that. You don't cancel demons, you cast them out. Don't run away from your fear, you confront it. Face to face, head on head. Confront it the first time, it will win you, no problem. Confront it and keep confronting it, you start winning. That's how growth works. So the reason why you, as a young student, you are feeling like you are in a particular status, you want to develop yourself, you want to grow a brand, maybe a personal brand or maybe a micro agency or a business brand, but you are not doing anything, you are not seeing the results. It's not because you are not capable of those things. It's not just because of the place you are. It's because of yourself, your inner self, your mind. It is constrained by the activities you do. And I've given you the activities, and I've told you how to what? Disconnect from it. It's that easy. Once you disconnect from it, you will start seeing heavy results. It's very easy. I think we have spent about 1 hour, 30 minutes now. So we have to round up. I'm not here to tell you any business strategy. If it's business time, you guys know how it is. I give you strategies, it's going to clearly work. But today, that's not the topic of today. The thing I'm telling you today is what the people today need. Or what anybody who is actually listening today needs. Right? It's what everybody who needs to hear and to take action. If you are coming late here, find this, join their YouTube channel. I think they have a YouTube channel. They will be publishing this. I don't usually show my face, but I respect this lady very well. I respect Esther Akodo so much. I don't show my face. Why will I show my face on the program? I respect her so much. So she's the first person that is even convincing me to show my face on a program. So that you guys will see now where I'm reading from books. It's life experience that change you, not written notes. It's decision you take that change you. Everything I told you today is what is going to work. Nothing that I tell you today that is a test that you are going to see whether it's going to work. These are things that are going to work. Once you apply them, forget it. You have closed that deal. You have closed that deal between your life and success. You have closed that deal. The rest now will be left for you to build. Because by then, ideas will be pumping into your mind. How I wish I can show you the screen of my PC. So you see, ideas I have are more than 2,000 something. I have more than 2,000 something ideas to make money. Just as a designer, ideas to make money. 2,000, more than that. And I keep adding as time goes on. How can you generate idea when your brain is rot? Anytime you see a woman or anytime you see something on the internet, you are distracted automatically. Your mind is just boom, boom. No, you go to school, you see many young girls dressing naked. Your mind is there, your eyes is there. You no. You are going to be a fool forever. You don't have to do that thing. See, sometimes you look when you see it for the first time, remove your eye and focus on the reason why you went for school. It's not like you are not going to see you. See, the problem is not what you see. The problem is what you keep seeing. It's not what you see. Because when you see it and reject it for the first time, second time, third time, fifth time, genuinely, even if you pretend to reject it, gradually it will become genuine. I teach my student one day, he told me, sir, I don't like, because he turned off his read receipt. So people on WhatsApp cannot see when he have read your message. I told him why he did this. I told him to tell me to. After asking him a couple of questions, he exposed himself. He said that, sir, the reason is because if I read most of my fellow young boys, their status, I see their success, and I feel like if they see me that I see their success now, they will feel like they would come and watch my status and see that I'm not succeeding. See the mindset. What did I tell him? I tell him from today, what I want you to do, turn off that first. When you turn it off, from today, when you see their success, go and compliment them. Chat them and say, bro, congratulations. He said, sir. I say, yes, do it. After 1 week, come back and tell me what you experienced. What I'm teaching you is practical. I'm not telling you theory. He went and he did it. The first person he did it to is his close friend. The guy just graduated, and he himself have not graduated. And he tell the guy congratulations. Do you know that this guy he took congratulations, chat him back and tell him thank you that he never expected this from him. Then the guy started teaching him, exposing some things to him, some secrets that he didn't know, that he will apply and like accelerate faster. The guy started exposing those things. He came back to me immediately and said, sir, something just happened. I screenshot it and sent me. Say, look at what this guy sent me. Voice note of 10 minutes. He told me everything that I've been missing all this while. That I'll start tomorrow. I say, you see it? This is what you are lacking because you are what? You are self-centered. Because you want to keep everything to yourself. Congratulate people. You can't attract what you don't appreciate. You appreciate something, that is when you attract it. You get the point? It's as easy as that. There is no big deal. Life is as easy as that, as ABC. Figure it out. Don't run away from it. You see your people, your fellow young boys succeeding. Even if you are pretending. I told him, he told me that this time, that when he was doing that first, he told me that this thing I'm doing is not from my mind. I'm just doing it. I don't know how I feel. So if I say yes, because it is the first time you are doing it. You won't feel comfortable about it. That is not you. That's where they say fake it till you make it. That is not you. Keep doing it. After a while, you start getting used to it. Some people here don't react to people's posts. They don't react to people's content because they are feeling too big. When you start reacting to people commenting, they will start feeling it is absurd. It becomes weird to them. But when you keep doing it for a longer period of time, whatever you do for 21 days becomes what? Your habit. Keep doing that thing for 21 days. Start being your habit automatically. Just 21 days. If you're somebody who envy people too much, you see people success, it bitters you. Start congratulating them. That bitterness will not take you far. I'm not here to tell you somebody who envy people you are evil. You are not evil. You are human. That is what makes us human. Right? That's what makes us human. But staying there is what makes you what? Inhuman. We are human because we see things and we want to have it. We want to grow. We want to scale. Congratulate people. And you see a different dimension of your life. Then finally, before I round it up, I want to teach you guys something very important. That's what we call the survival instinct. You see the reason why somebody will be chasing a thief now. The thief will jump fence and then will cut his leg, bleeding, and he will not know. Somebody will tell him, you are bleeding in the leg. Will say, You understand that? Then they take him back to that fence. He jump. He look at the fence. How tall it is? Ah, no, I didn't jump here. How did I jump here? That's what we call survival instinct. Your environment can affect that. But that is what you need to grow. As you are living now as a student, whatever you are doing now in school, you are using the normal brain. You are using the normal brain to grow. You don't need that normal brain. That's where they talk about being abnormal. Abnormal doesn't mean mentally abnormal. Abnormal means what? Allowing your survival instinct to kick in. The survival instinct is what will make you wake up in the midnight and start walking. You have to let it kick in. That thing that makes you, if you shoot gun here, sleep go come out from your eyes. That's the survival instinct. So you have to train it to kick in. You don't train it by drinking caffeine or all of these things that Lipton that make you stay. No, that you are causing damage to your body. I don't believe in all those rubbish. If you want to work in the night, sleep in the day a little, like 2 hours in the day. Or in the evening, when you come back, sleep 2 hours, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, sleep, put alarm. Even if you wake up late the first day, try it second day. You get used to it. Nothing becomes automatic until it becomes what? Used to you for 21 days. Then you see that you start waking up automatically. Me now, I can't wake up by after 5. They don't bomb me well. I wake up by 4:30, 4 o'clock, 4:50. But I've never, it's been a very long time I woke up by after 5. Except I sleep by 3 o'clock in that midnight. Sometimes I work nights. Wake up that early morning and start preparing your day. When everywhere is quiet, when men are sleeping, men are awake, doing a lot. So when you allow your survival instinct to kick in, it's when you prepare yourself and tell yourself, bro, I am, no matter what, I am never going to be in this position. And how do I come out from this position? I have to set myself a standard. When do I wake up and when do I sleep? Plan and program yourself. It's not time management. I don't believe in time management, my dear. I believe in mind management. When you manage your mind, everything starts organizing itself for you automatically. Manage your mind, everything becomes automatic. Fix your addiction. Fix your addiction. Ideas will fall in. And when ideas fall in, pick those ideas, convert them to system. What is the system? System, I said, is what? Preparing things that makes it easy for your clients or people who you wish to work with to grow with you. You want to grow a personal brand, you have to need a system. One of the systems for a graphic designer or web designer is a price plan. Price plan is a system. Quotation is a system. When you prepare a price plan, you are no more stressing yourself to write every time to send the client. You send them the quotation. A website is a system. The way you prepare the website is the system. Sending the client your link so that they can see your portfolio, see your prices, see your propositions, and all of those things are systems you are creating. And when you create multiple systems that organize your work or optimizes your work, clients are willing to keep working with you. See, the reason clients work with you or keep working with you is based off on experience, not because of what they work. The experience makes them keep working with you. There are 1 million plus 1 people who are doing the same thing you wish to do or you are doing right now as a student. What sets you apart is the experience you give to the clients. If you give them enough experience, you are good to go. If you give them fewer experience, you know that somebody who gives them enough will take over the job from you. Then finally, I talked about survival instinct. You have to let that kick in. So survival instinct is you what? Punishing yourself. Don't be relaxed. You're too relaxed. Some people will sleep afternoon, say 5 hours in the afternoon, and still sleep 10 hours in the night. People will sleep up to 19, 18 hours every day. You are enjoying your life now. You suffer later on. You suffer very well. This is the time you need to adjust. Adjust yourself. Prepare yourself. Prepare systems. Prepare things that work for others. Teach people. Guide. Protect your instincts. Grow yourself so that people can see value in you. People don't pay you because you are a designer. People don't pay you because you are selling this service or the other. People don't pay you because you are selling course. People pay you because of the experience and the feelings they get from learning or getting that particular service. It's the feeling of what? Of fulfillment for that value you are providing. That's what people pay. That is why in your house now you have some things too. You have spoon, different sets. You have different cup. What are you doing with different cup? Because when you go to the market and see this other cup, you feel that it is good. You buy it. It's not that you need it, but you want it. So when you fix this problem, it becomes easy for you to scale. So whatever you are doing, whether you are a graphic designer, whatever, fix your addiction. Number 2, get a working system from the ideas that start generating when your addiction is destroyed. Ideas must come. They will come. Oh, they will come so well that you cannot contend them. Now it's for you to now, if you can't prepare the idea, find somebody who is your mentor, somebody who have done that before you, who is willing to listen to you and ask them questions. Show them your idea and ask them, how do I do this? They will direct you. Don't believe that you don't need anybody to help you. And when they direct you, follow instruction. Don't try to add your own. Follow instruction. Even if you fail, let it be that they directed you to fail. You have learned. Then you try something else. But don't try to do something your own way because you think it will work that way. Then I give assignment to do. They will do it. They say, sir, I realized that this way would be okay. I just did it to show you too. Tell them, okay, then you can continue from there. I think it's okay. Stupidly, they will not even understand the sign that they are fucked up, but they will just continue. And after a year or 2 years or 3 years, they come back and say, sir, I am struggling. I don't know what is going on, this and that. And I'll remind them of that date. So many people are just careless. And that's why we actually are lazy. We are careless. So that's why we need it very, very urgently. We need quickly. We need to make more money, but we want it to be easy. We need to make more money, but we want it to be easy. We want it to be easy. To make more money, you have to be willing to solve problems. You have to be willing to solve problems. And when you solve problems, it becomes easy for you to scale. So this is all I have for you guys this night. I think I will give it over to Miss Esther Okodu to take it up from here. If you have any question, I'm going to take at least 3 questions. The rest of the questions can come through the group. In the boarding school, it will be opening by next week. We open it for 3 times in a year. During that period, we do some high-level practicals, right? So we have a question and answer group there. So some of the rest of the question will go in there. But for now, I'm going to take about 3 questions. I'm going to address them. If you have any question, please, I'll be willing to hear. Thank you so much, Quinesta. Good. Can take it off from here.
Wow. Thank you so much. I think this is a masterclass on its own. I was going to say that when you say you're going to finish by 8 p.m., I know that the way you speak passionately, I just know that you always want to talk from your heart, and that's what has just happened today. I remember the first time I came across your Telegram group, I saw the amount of things that you have dished out, and I told myself that God, this is a gold mine. And from that moment, I started listening every day. My mom would always ask me, who is this person you're always listening to? But I knew that I can't listen to this person and my life will remain the same. And since then, it's been changing a lot for me, helping me have direction, even with my business, with what I do. So I just figured that, no, I really wanted you to be one of those that would speak to us at ASC. I know a lot of students need a mindset shift, and that has happened today. Yes. Thank you so much for the value you have reached out, and I really appreciate it. So I want to quickly just, from what you said, just a few questions, because I know you have you are a very busy person, and we don't want to take longer than you should of your time. So if anyone has a question, if you want to speak, you can raise your hand so that I will mute you. If you want to drop a message in the chat, please go ahead to do that. So I would, from my end, I have a question I think I'd love to ask, because I know some people have an idea about, they want to learn a skill, but in most cases it's confusion about what skills do I learn, because you've heard cases of, oh, this one is a high income skill, people are making millions from it. So one moment they start learning graphic design, then they hear that web design is another one that is making money, they drop that one and then jump to web design, then they hear product design again, they are off again. at the end of it all, they are still broke, jumping from one skill to another. So, what do you have to say to somebody like this, and how can they really remain focused in one thing that they will find purpose in the long run?
Okay. Those kind of people, I call them monkey, because monkey is the only animal that like jumping from one tree to the other. The only animal that jump around. If you see monkey, you see the way the monkey is jumping from one place. Like, you can't tell whether he's liking banana or he like berries or he like this one. You can't really tell. You can't hold monkey now and say that, okay, I'm going to get banana in the hand of monkey. They only talk about banana because monkey, the people, humans give it mainly banana. But you can't hold one thing and say, okay, this is it. You know, like lion now, if you say go to see a lion meal, you will say, oh, this lion actually is going to eat goat or it's going to eat an animal. It's like a carnivorous animal. But monkey, you see, it's jumping from one tree to the other, looking for different fruits to eat. So the thing is that you need to put yourself in a condition where you will be able to learn for a certain period of time. So as a person or a student who wish to learn whatever career you wish to learn, this is the advice I'll give you based off on experience, right? Any career you need to learn, you can learn it. You can learn multiple careers. Like I can do web design, product design, brand identity design, motion design. I do all of those things. But what do people know me for? They know me for as a web designer. You can't start going online and start asking people now. They will tell you I'm a website designer. But I've been doing branding before web design. I've trained a lot of people who are doing branding, right? And we are taking branding projects, but you barely see me post branding projects on my page because I want to be focused. When people notice you with multiple things, it becomes difficult to hire you because they don't know exactly what you do. That you are doing multiple things doesn't mean that you have the opportunity to get multiple clients from these multiple niches. It is greed that makes us jump from one place to the other because we see that people are succeeding here and we jump in. And when we see another glittering one, we leave that one that was glittering before and jump into this one. How will you now make it in life? They say all that glitters is not gold. When you want to learn, this is simple strategies to learn. Pick on one thing. Don't focus. The problem why people jump safe is because of money. They focus on money. If you focus on value, you will not be jumping. You will not be jumping around. Because you focus your attention on money. How much will I make here? And after 6 months, you don't, or 3 months, you don't make any money from that thing. You see another one that is glittering, you jump into that one. I'm not from the standpoint to tell you that you should niche down or do this, do that. No. I'm from a standpoint to tell you how to learn and how to grow and how to learn anything you wish to learn. If you want to learn graphics or web design, you have to learn that one for 1 year. Give it 1 year. Like, forget every other thing, oh. For like, dump every other thing. Even if possible, don't collect any client from other ones. When I was learning web design, I do not take clients from graphic logo design. I was shipping that to my students. Not that I didn't need the money, but I need that knowledge so that when I will charge in the future, it becomes what? And because now for my logo design, my brand identity design, I charge up to 1.2 million, 1.5 million, 3 million for most brand strategy and all of that. If I was still in that position, I would have still been charging 200,000 naira, 150,000, 100,000 naira. I would have still been charging that amount here now. But because I had a mind shift, and with that mind shift, things actually start changing. Because I can't learn the whole thing I have, create the whole system that I create, have the whole ideas that I have the whole options I have in my services, and you are paying me peanuts. It's not possible. I'm not charging you high because of the kind of standard I have. No, I'm charging you high because of the value I provide. You can't provide that enough value when you are not capable enough to stay in one thing for a longer period of time and understand it at least. When you finish learning web design for 1 year, you can now understand that you have learned it. You can stop, pause it, and start learning graphics. When you finish graphics for another 1 year, pause it, learn motion if you want to learn. You can learn anything you want to learn. During that period, you're learning those things. You can also be doing small work here, but don't take it all onto yourself. But listen and listen good. Before you start venturing into this voyage of process, make sure you decide what you want to be. Do I want to be a website designer at the end of all of these things? See, all of these services and knowledge are very essential, no matter what you are doing. Because when you're doing web design, somebody will need a logo. When you're doing logo, somebody might need a website. When you're doing a logo, somebody might need a motion for the logo. It's good to have those ideas and have those knowledge. But those works are going to come once in a while. Don't take once in a while projects for a lifetime service you offer. Just like you will not take the time that you are planting seed to harvest. I don't know if you understand it. So once you learn one thing at a time, Don't jump around. Focus on one thing at a time. When you finish that one, go to the next one. When you finish all of these things, maybe 3 years to learn these things, ask yourself question, which one do I want to do? Like me, I ask myself question, you cannot be jack of all trades in that way you think. Some of you see them in a page. They post logo design, they post web design, they post this. You are confusing people. You cannot even see the problem. The problem is about the kind of content you push out to the public. The kind of content you push out to the public determines the authority you have in that particular service. You will not have the capacity to push out enough content with quality insights and tough words brandishing that makes it easy for clients to love what you do. If you are doing multiple things, because will you create, if you know how you will suffer to create ideas on how to make clients buy from one particular service, you will know that these things you are jumping around, you are wasting a lot of time. Even in web design I'm doing now, the ideas I have now is more than 2,000 something. I cannot even exhaust them till the end of my life. That's why I pause and pause other things. I collected a project, a brand identity design project a few days ago. I'm going to do it silently, publish it silently, and then go back to my work. I'm doing other works too, seriously. That is not my main work. So focus on one thing, learn it. When you're done with it, but at the end, ask yourself a question, what do I want to do? That thing you want to do is what you have to give your whole time for. That's what we call CCC, client-centric content. Client-centric content are those content that you create that makes it easy for clients to resonate with you. Prospects to see your post and they say, I want to work with this person. I don't want to get into that topic today. Maybe whenever we have our next session, I'm going to teach you because that one will take us about 4 hours. The last session we have was 4 hours, 30 minutes on just client-centric content. So when you create those kind of content, it's not posting. See, posting the design you have done for your clients is you are reposting. What you are doing is reposting. You have to repurpose those contents to target new audience. That's what client-centric content is about. Creating content type that's what triggers an emotion from the experience and the results you have created for your past clients. I won't talk more than this. But what I am teaching you this night is for you to focus more attention on what? Learning one thing and ask yourself the question, the truth question. Sit yourself down. Don't be a fool. Don't be somebody who wants to be everything at the same time. Ask yourself the honest question. What do I want to be? Do I want to be a web designer? Do I want to be a graphic designer? Choose one. See, there is money in all of these things, all of them. Some of my flyer designers are making more money than my web designers. So it is not from where you are. It's not from what you are doing. It's about how you do it. How you do it. So that is it. Make sure you learn once at a time. Give it a long period of time to learn that thing. Don't learn many things. Learn this one 3 months. You dump that course. You see another course that is shine. You jump in. Enter group. 90% of people who even join courses, they don't even learn anything. Because they didn't join the course with the intention of gaining value. They joined the course with the intention of making money. I think that answers your question. You can go to the next question. When it comes to jumping around, I laugh sometimes because it's a time-wasting process, and I pity the people in that particular condition. You will suffer.
To jumping around, I laugh sometimes because
you will suffer because you actually putting yourself in a condition where you are confusing your mind. You are reprogramming your mind that you can do many things. So, but you doing many things at the same time, you are actually making your mindset be stocked with too many information it can handle. The mind is too ambiguous to handle a lot of things, but that doesn't mean you should overfeed it with too much of content like that. Choose one thing, focus on that thing, and do it well. People are going to pay you with that. It's not because you are doing web design, graphic design, and motion design, then you still think you get, if you don't get client for motion design, you get client for web design. If you don't get client for this day, that's not how business works. But, if you have already started, you are already in that position, do not post all your content in one platform. Create multiple pages from these services. For me, I have page for web design, I have page for graphics, I have page for everything. So since I have learned all those things now, I create these 3 pages. If a client come and they say they need web design, I send them the web design page so that when they get in there, they see exactly what they are looking for without having to scramble through the page of content that doesn't concern them. I think this addresses that question as well. So we can go to the next very quickly. I have about 2 minutes now.
Okay, thank you very much. You've done justice to that question, and I think it's going to sink into some people's mind to know that we don't try to learn everything at the same time. So I'll just
Yeah.
quickly wrap up with these last two questions. The first person is saying, is it ideal to start learning a particular skill I'm passionate about with a monetary goal? I think you've answered that already, that the goal should
Mhm.
not be money. But let
Okay,
me
let me
finish
let me
this
address
question.
let me
You said
address that briefly. Let me address that briefly.
okay,
Okay, so when you're
okay.
asking if you should focus your mind, if you should go and learn with a monetary benefit comes from value, and value is as a result of what you give. If you give me something, I'll give you money. That thing you give me is called value, right? If you give me value, I'll give you money. So don't focus on money. Doesn't mean that you are working and you are not putting your mind in money. That's stupid. If I say that, that doesn't make any sense, because the essence of why we are doing all of these things is to earn enough living to sustain ourselves and our family, and even external for friends. What I'm talking about is that what focus your attention in creating value. When you focus your attention in creating value, you're not going to be in the same place for a very long time. You see, scaling your price becomes easy when there is enough value added. What is value? For instance, you are offering a particular service scope for a year. The next year, you added 4 more scopes to that service. You can increase your price because there are more value that have been added to it. And if that value is beneficial to your clients, they are going to what? Buy that particular value. They are going to buy the idea and they're going to pay you for it. So not putting your mind in monetary aspect doesn't mean that you should remove your mind from money totally. No, it means you should focus your attention in learning and growing. In the learning stage, focus in learning. The time you use in planting is not the time you use in harvesting. Don't try to plant immediately, try to harvest automatically. Okay? It doesn't work like that. Plant and wait for a certain period of time before you now what? You harvest, right? So put your mind in the value. The value is what we now what? Convert to become what? Money. Simple.
Hmm. Okay, so that means as we chase or as we focus on being somebody that is more valuable, the money comes easily without you having to chase it. So I totally agree with that. So the goal is not to, say that you are not expecting money, but focus on being a valuable person, adding more value to what you do, and then it's easy for the money to come in. Okay, so I
Exactly.
think you've answered that question. And the last one, the person is asking, what course did you study in the university? I don't know if this is quite
Yeah,
relevant to what
it's a
you're talking
it's a
about.
relevant
So he's asking,
question.
what course did you study in the university? And okay, okay. And then he's also asking, what are the high demand course one can learn in this century under computer science in the university?
Okay. First of all, the person asking the question is very recognized. It's my boy. What's his name? His name is Ifeanyi Chukwu. Ifeanyi Chukwu was doing very ugly design. Few last year was doing very ugly design that we couldn't even review it in the business in design. Okay, in the boring school. That was in boring school, not in the business design group. He was doing very ugly designs and couldn't review it. I gave him guideline on how to learn and what to learn. And I think that's where he's asking this question from. And he did that. Fine Chuku is doing wonderful designs now. That guy is in the next 6 months, you are going to scale. When we open the boarding school, we are going to give you some more strategies to integrate. He's doing very wonderful designs now. He's somebody who like taking things serious. And I love what Ifeanyi Chuku, I love what you are doing. And I also want to encourage you to keep on doing those things and keep on putting those energies in. I'm watching you. I'm very smart person. I'm not a very stupid person. I don't just lead people like a fool. I'm watching you. Every little one among you is actually important to me. And I wish to make sure that we do not get to a position where we guide people without knowing who they are. I'm observing you. And I want you to keep that up. For your question, I studied public administration, and some people thought I did computer science because of what I'm doing. I didn't do computer science, public administration. But answering your question about the course you should learn in computer science, you can learn any course if you want. If you can't even learn computer science, you can do any art course just to get into school, graduate, and come out. Like I said, do not put your whole attention there. Now, it's good for you to learn computer science if you are doing more of tech, when you'll be pulling out. But I didn't learn computer science and I did tech. I am even teaching most people who did computer science. I'm teaching them my courses, web design. I'm even teaching them most computer. See, There's nothing. There's most things you do in computer now. I do programming. I do some programming languages before I get into no code design. I do CSS, JavaScript, HTML, and so on. Right. But now I'm doing no code design, and I could design a website without writing any line of code. Now that is actually what they don't even teach in most platforms. Right. Now, computer science in school doesn't teach you what you need to learn. They teach you what they want you to learn. So don't believe what you are learning in school that is what is going to grow you. It's a lie. Especially Nigerian academy. Nigerian education is forged in a way that they only teach you things that are going to make you stay under people, not things that are going to grow you to develop. See, I wasn't taught how to develop myself and grow myself and employ people. I have people who are working for me, employ people and pay them. That wasn't what I thought it was taught in school. I was taught to work for government. I would have been in a government house and every 6 p.m. I come back, carry my bag and come back and be expecting 70,000 naira at the end of the day. No, I'm making a lot of money that I could able to help my family and friends install solar for my mother and whatever you are doing. Don't forget your parents, right? Even whether you like them or not, they are the one who gave birth to you. They brought you here for a reason, right? Always go back to your mother. Always go back to your father. Buy them clothes. Buy them things. Make their life easy. Come to the house. The house is dark. They take light. Your mother will be struggling with touch light for phone. Go to the market. Buy a lamp. This expensive one, 10,000, 5,000. You are making small money. Invest in those things. Help your mother. Buy those things and give to your mom. Give to your mom. Let her life be easy. When they keep blessing you, you keep having success in life. So I will not overemphasize that one. You know what to do. Some of you are just stingy naturally. The more stingy you are, the more you go down. These are things I do. In December, I upgraded. I have done solar for my mother last year, but I have to upgrade the solar more to put more battery for her, put more panel for her. Now she's using it for the fridge and everything. She's very happy. Every time she comes, she will be blessing me. I will never fall. I will never do this thing. Why will I fall when the mother's prayer is actually working for you? So do that to your mom. That is not part of this answer, but I have to actually mention that, right? Now, talking about your question, do not go to school and say you want to learn because of what you want to be in future. What you want to be in future is not determined by what you learn in school. It's determined by what you intend to be in your mind. So whenever you decide to be whatever you want to be in your mind, you will now start studying for that one separate from what you're studying in school. So whatever course you get in school, go to school so that you can finish early in the early stage of your life and come out. Don't waste too much of time, 2 years, 3 years, looking for a particular course. I wanted to do law. It was law I intended to do. I know many law magazines, and I bought many law books, read many William Shakespeare contents, and I did a whole lot, because I wanted to be in that position. But when I tried for 2 years, it didn't work. I wasted a lot of time seeking for admission. Right at the end, I have to just choose this option. If I did law now, I wouldn't have been happy with myself. How much will I be making? I'm making money than many people who are doing law too. Unless these people who are doing fraud and killing people and sending people to jail for no just cause, which is something that me myself, as my human mind, I can't even do, even if I'm doing law. And many people who are in that position in law, they don't make money. They are poor. If you don't want to do that one, you won't make money. So I know what I'm talking about. So don't do education because I want to actually do this in my life. No. What you will be in future, you don't even know. Just believe me. What you will be in your future, young man, you don't know. So don't get into education because of this is what I intend to be. I want to be a computer scientist. No. When you come out, before you even come out from school, you will decide what you will be. Right? So get any course you can get now. What I will advise you is get any course you can get. Get into school. Since you are still early, finish your school at your early stage. By then, you have more time to practice and to test. From your age of 20 to 30, you are testing ideas to see which one works and which one doesn't work. Those periods is time you don't have to waste it in education only. When you test those ideas at the age of 30 to 35 and 40, that's when you start implementing these ideas. Implementing means you have understand that this one and this one works, then you can now start putting them into order. Like me now, I'm putting things into order because I have understand what works for me. What I'm doing now, I'm not wasting my time trying to gallivant from this or trying to test like the previous question. People who try to test many things. No, I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm searching, and it's easier for me now. I hope that answers your question. Okay.
Yes, I think it does. Please confirm if your question was answered. To my knowledge, I think it does. Okay, he said it is yes, yes, sir. So you confirmed yes. So thank you so much. I really want to appreciate you for your time because I think you had to leave something to be able to join this call here. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you
Thank you so much.
for the commitment, the sacrifice, for always pouring your heart out time after time. I never take it for granted. And I just want to say that we really appreciate you at the Accelerate Students Conference. And I want everybody in the chat to just say thank you. Just say thank you. If you've gotten value, please share. And then I drop the link to his community. Please
Thank
just,
you so
I'm
much.
going to pin it so that anybody that wants to join, you can always, join the community. There are a lot of valuable things that you will learn from there, and a lot of things that will really transform your mind. Beyond the things you have said today, it takes time to really teach and also help people. So do well to join the group and always connect with him on all social media platforms that I've shared the links in the group. So I think we should just let you go now so that
Thank you so much.
we don't take more of your time.
Do have a
So
wonderful day,
thank you
everyone.
so
And
much,
put these
sir.
things into
Have a wonderful night.
put these things into practice, not just by
And you,
listening. Start putting things into practice at this moment. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.
all right, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining and for staying till now. I believe that it has been worth every minute you spent here. For me, my God, it has been worth every moment, and I'm so glad that I took the step to do this. Right, I believe that for someone, what I prayed about every session that we'll be having, that whatever it is that the speakers will say should be something that would really be valuable to somebody to change their life. And the direction you went through today, I wasn't expecting it. But I know this is something that is a word for somebody. And I tell you that even if it is one person those things he talked about has really liberated and helped, I think that's it for me for this conference. Even if it is just one person. So it is not enough to listen, like I always say. Please always do these things that has been said. The power in the knowledge you get is in implementation. It's what you do with the knowledge that matters a lot. If you do nothing after this conference, you remain the same. It's almost as though you wasted your time. But let it not be that you wasted time while you're here. Everything you have learned, that you have jotted down, that you have, listened to, begin to implement them from tonight, not tomorrow, from now, and begin to do them. And you begin to see results in your life and transformation every single day. So I really, from the depth of my heart, I wish every one of us here success in our career, in everything that you do. Tomorrow is going to be our last session, and you definitely don't want to miss that. But I tell you that from this day one, day two, that in fact, if we say we are ending the session here, the conference here, I think for some people you are good, right? You're already good because it has been loaded. Please do something with what you've learned. I pray that everything that you've listened to, that God will bless it in your heart. I pray that it will bring forth good fruits in your heart. I pray that your lives will never remain the same after now. I pray that you receive the kind of transformation that will change the game for you forever. I pray that you not only have a change of life, but you become a source to change other people's story as well. I pray that God blesses the works of your hand. Even through this conference, you receive testimonies that will change everything for you. I pray that you will not remain small. You will not remain small. You will not be small. That you become great and your name will be great in all that you do. God will bless it. And I pray for as many of you that may be in that category of what he spoke about, maybe you are struggling with one thing or the other, that you receive the grace to, be set free. You receive the grace to grow out of it and to become better, even as you walk towards it in Jesus' name. So I wish you all the best. We'll see you again tomorrow. So I have it's kind of surprise for people, for every one of us. So I mentioned earlier on that what I did last year was to give out access to my courses for free, but not for free per se, but on scholarship basis for some people. And some people have been able to do something with it, at least learn the skills. So I'm going to put out a form tomorrow. We'll be giving some people scholarships as well. I have 3 courses now. The Canva Flyer Mastery course, the Canva Motion Design course for people that want to learn how to create videos with Canva. And then I have for social media management, the Social Media Management Blueprint course. These are paid courses. I think the one I just launched is the social media blueprint course that is presently at 25,000 naira, but I'll be giving access to some people here on scholarship basis, right? So that you get to not only learn and listen, but you can do something with the knowledge you've gotten. So you're getting it not for free, because that means I'm paying for it, all right? So you are getting it on a scholarship basis, and you have to do something with it. Remember, Mr. Michael also promised that 2 people will be getting scholarships to his academy. And this is something that I didn't even discuss with him. He just mentioned it here, right? I also had Eki also reached out and said that she wants to give 10 people that are active participants of this conference. She wants to give them access to our newly launched book. And then I think I got a message. I've not checked yet, but I got a message from someone, one of my clients that works with me, that we worked with for Ebro Media. She also has a book for people. The book is titled Beyond the Books, beyond anything that you learn in school, the things that you need to know for your career, for your life, and everything. And this is a book that people are paying heavily for. She wants to give some people access to it as well. And there's more. I believe that more is coming, even before tomorrow. But these are things that we are not just doing emotionally, just as freebies. It is not a freebie. It is not giveaway. So don't think that it's something that you want to trivialize. And that means it's only going to be given to people that take it seriously, people that will do something with it. Again, we had some people that we gave scholarships to. They did not do anything with it. They didn't turn up. They didn't show up. So this time around, I'm really serious about everybody that gets access to this thing. And be rest assured, this conference is set to really change your life. I tell you. So I won't talk too much. I'll drop the link in the group. By tomorrow, I would have a form. And again, on a final note, we've had cases where I dropped a form for people to fill to indicate interest in our scholarship, and then they cannot construct sentences to say why they need the scholarship. If you are that lazy to type something, don't bother to apply. Don't give me one word to say, because I like it. No, don't bother. So I need people that are serious. We need people that will do something, so that next ASC, we have tangible results to show that these are the people that this conference has changed their lives. I don't want people that will get access to these courses, to these resources, and then they just dump it. Because I would ask you'll be held accountable. All right. So I'm just telling you so that you know that it is not a freebie. I beg you. All right. So thank you. I appreciate every one of you. I'll see you tomorrow. Please do well not to miss tomorrow. It's the final session, and it is very loaded as well. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, everyone. God bless you.